Well, here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for, the very first webcast for PB&J Productions International. Now, let me explain. Um, so many of you know Matt Fouch. You know Fouch on the Couch and all of the things that he does, the blogs, and I've been involved in some of those things. And so I thought this would be a great thing to steal. And so that's what I've done. I've stolen the idea from Matt Fouch. Now, Matt does the interviews, the Fouch on the Couch. He does the bass tenor challenge. He does a lot of wonderful things that are very entertaining and very funny. So I thought I would do something kind of a little different, still have some interviews in there, but do mostly some fun things and have fun with it, laugh a little bit. I think we need to laugh more. We don't laugh enough. So this is it. This is the first. It's going to be how do they say, low quality. You'll have to forgive the fact that most of this is done just by me. On occasion, Linnell is working the phone, which is what we do this on. And hopefully, as months go on, we can change the quality and some of the things that we do. But I just wanted the first one to be fun and easygoing. And so I thought the best way to start off is with this first interview. This was with Paul Harkey of Ernie Haas and Signature Sound. And I really thought it would be pretty simple. How well do you know your group? Let me go on and answer this. He doesn't know his group very well. Enjoy. I am here with Paul Harkey, the bass singer for Ernie Haas and Signature Sound. Now, before we do this, we'll need to warm up a little bit. Green. Green. You got it?
Yeah.
All right. Now, we're going to do a quick five. I'm going to ask Paul 5 trivia questions dealing with the group that he sings in, and we'll see if he can get them right. Here we go.
Oh man.
Where was Ernie Haas born?
Newburgh, Indiana.
Wrong. Cynthiana, Indiana.
Cynthiana.
He was raised in Newburgh, Indiana. All right.
No, Newburgh. You're
Newburgh.
wrong, too.
Newburgh. Either way, it was new.
Okay.
What was the only song recorded by Ernie Haas and Signature Sound that was #1 in all 4 Christian charts?
Getaway Jordan.
Wrong. That would be John and the Jordan. Or
yeah.
Jordan.
Jordan.
Depends on which version you heard. The name of the first album.
Starts with a C.
Tommy like Winky.
Does it start with a C?
No, it doesn't start with a C.
Darn it.
Don't.
Uh,
Stand by me.
yes, I know, because we still have a bunch of soundtracks where we did.
You still have all the cassettes.
Yeah, take it, yeah.
How many albums have y'all recorded from the beginning? How many
Not
albums?
including video numbers.
Not including videos. That's
I
next.
would say probably 16.
23.
God.
Don't. How many DVDs for the group that you sing in?
900.
9. If you had stopped. Smart Alec. All right. This is the last question.
Okay.
You're 0 for 6.
Thank you.
The first Dove Award was for what project?
Dream On.
Get away, Jordan.
No, Dream On was the Grammy
The
nomination.
Grammy nomination.
It was Getaway Jordan. I thought you said Grammy. Yeah.
So there you go. He knows nothing about the group that he's singing with.
I appreciate you.
Congratulations,
so much,
buddy. We'll see you next
Matt. I
time.
like you as much as
Matt Fouch. Bye, bud. Great to see you. As I said, Paul does not know his group at all. I knew more about the group than he did. That was fun. Okay, this next segment I really am going to enjoy. It's called the Manager's Minute. What I'm going to do is talk to one of the managers. You'd think I would just edit that. No, you get the real me. I talked to one of the managers of one of the top groups in gospel music. And this month, we are talking to Scott Fowler. And what they're going to do is just get serious for just a little bit and maybe give you a tip or two about what they do to try and ensure as much success as they can for their group. So here's Scott Fowler with Legacy 5 in the very first Manager's Minute. Here with my buddy, Scott Fowler. Y'all know him from Legacy 5, of course. We want to do a thing called Manager's Minute, where I talk to some of the managers of the leading groups in gospel music, and they give you their best piece of advice. either as a manager or a gospel singer coming into the business. So, lay it on me. What you got?
Man, I could write a book.
You should.
I should write a book. So to pick just one piece of
Right.
advice is kind of hard, but I think I would boil it down to if you're a manager, you've got your own group, you're in charge of it. I think I would say do what you want to do with the group. You know what God has placed in your heart to accomplish, and don't do it like I would do it just because I think you should. Don't do it like Gerald Wolfe would do it because you think you should. Do it how you think you should do it. Always follow your heart, follow your gut. Don't let people's criticisms deter you from what you believe you're supposed to be about. That's my advice.
Would you buy a bus?
Not until I could for real afford it.
Do you
Which-
can pay cash?
And can you ever really afford a bus?
So in other words, a Sprinter.
I mean, unfortunately, it's so.
It's a necessary
It
evil.
is a
It's
part
one
of
of those things
It's
you
a
have to
cost
do.
of doing business,
Yeah.
but I don't recommend getting into big debt over your head more than just like a house payment.
Yeah.
Don't buy more than you can afford to buy.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the best.
Did we do that in a minute?
You're close.
All right.
All right.
man.
We'll see you soon. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
All right. I am here with tribute quartets, Josh Singletary. How you
That
doing,
was
buddy?
very good.
Thank you. We are going to play Who's Had It Worse. I'm going to give you a subject.
Okay.
You tell me the worst you've ever had it
Okay.
in that subject. I will tell you the worst I've ever had it, and we'll see who's had it the worst.
Okay. All right. What do I win?
Smallest crowd you've ever
Smallest
sung to.
crowd. 9 people.
0.
Wow.
No one showed up, but I still had to do it.
Aw.
I win.
Is this a pity game?
Yes. Most embarrassing.
I hugged a
Besides
woman.
that.
Hugged a woman, fell on top of her. She was 77 years old and knocked folding chairs all over the place in a gym.
I just blew snot out my nose.
It was impressive.
You win. We're tied at 1 apiece. Longest road trip you've taken with the group.
24 hours. Oh, longest road trip completely. That was one from one place to another.
Right.
Trip.
The whole trip.
4
Most
weeks.
days. 16 days. You're up. Here we go. This could be either the tying question and we have to go into overtime, or he could
there's
run
overtime.
away with it.
Overtime.
I hope there's not overtime. This is all the questions.
Yeah,
I've
because
got.
how would we do that? Yeah, okay.
How many times have you had to listen to Randy Bird's solo CD?
Oh, 0.
Once. I've had it worse. We're tied.
Oh! What's the tiebreaker?
All right. Here,
Um,
let's come this way.
Okay.
Let's come this way. You go over there. All right. The first one to touch this machine has it worse. Do it. Thank you, Josh Singletary.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, I love you. You love to hate.
You have been watching PB&J Broadcasting. Yeah.
I love.
This is your PB&J PSA. I'm Don Fergandy. As many of you know, we are in an important election cycle, possibly the most important election of our generation. I'm speaking, of course, of the favorite soloist category in the Singing News Fan Awards. I've seen a disturbing trend that I felt needed to be addressed here. I'm looking at the list of candidates. First off, we have the Russian, Yvonne Parker. I'm sorry, but I'm voting American every time. Next, Joseph Habidunk. I'm sorry. If I can't pronounce your name, you're not getting my vote. Thirdly, Mark Bishop. Whistles too much. I simply don't trust him. Guy Penrod. If there's hair on your ear, there's sin in your heart. It's in a song, so it must be true. That leaves us with one candidate, and one candidate only, Pat Barker. Sure, Pat only sings 4 or 5 solo concerts a year and sings with 12 different groups. But I believe in my heart, Pat is the only candidate who will make soloists great again. And that's why Pat Barker has my vote. This has been your PB&J PSA. I'm Don Fergandy. This next segment is brought to you by PB&J Vocal School. That's right. We are doing a FaceTime voice lesson for any of you soloists, groups. I've been able to work with some of the best through the Steve Hurst School of Music, and I still get to teach there. But if you don't have a chance to attend the school, then you can come to me through FaceTime. It's going to be a wonderful new adventure that I'd love for you to be a part of. So give me a call if you're interested, 850-208-4208. I promise you, you'll have a good time and maybe learn a little bit along the way. Now, this segment I'm very proud of. It is the very first Pat on the Mat. And my first guest had to be Matt Fouch. Now, there's a little bit of background noise. We were at the Greenbrier, so you may hear the Blackwood Brothers in the background, but pay attention. This is some good stuff. So enjoy the very first Pat on the Mat. Hey guys, Pat Barker here, and you are about to watch and witness the very first Pat on the Mat interview. And who better for the inaugural interview than the one and only Mr. Matt Fouch. Would you please make Matthew welcome?
Thank you, folks. Thank you.
Very good. Have a seat.
Lovely crowd here tonight.
Yeah.
Appreciate all that wonderful applause.
Sit down.
All two of you.
Yeah.
I love the pillow, by the way.
Thank you, buddy.
It's fantastic.
Thank you.
I just want to do a little shot real quick.
Get that out of here. Thank you. All right.
Okay.
Now the idea is for every interview, I will literally be sitting on Matt's face.
This is not right.
It
You know?
is so right.
Okay, so let me tell everybody where you got the pillow.
Sure.
Before we go any further. At our New Year's Eve celebration event, we did a fundraiser for the Legacy 5 Foundation.
Yes.
And some good singing in there.
Great.
Anyways, we did this fundraiser for the Legacy 5 Foundation, and we did a silent auction for some items.
Yeah.
And some of those items were pillows that someone had made with the guys in Legacy 5, our faces on the pillow. So, what I tried to do once I found out that Patrick was bidding on my pillow, I tried to get I tried to outbid you, and I tried to talk other people into bidding for my pillow so that you would not win it, because I didn't know what you were going to do with it, but I did not want to find out, and now I am.
And now you're a part of it.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Pat on the Mat.
This is one of my finer moments in life.
Yes,
Yeah.
you got that right. So anyway, here's what I wanted to do for this first interview. You know, everybody watches Fouch on the Couch. He does a great job interviewing all of the big artists. And so I wanted to interview a big artist. And you have put on some weight lately, so it seemed appropriate.
I've lost weight lately.
Turn around, you'll find it. So,
You always find it when you lose it, right?
so tell us a little bit about yourself. We always get to hear about everybody else. Where were you born?
I was born in Muncie, Indiana.
Muncie, Indiana. And now, from what I know, you did not grow up with Southern gospel music.
That's incorrect, to a point.
Shows you how much I pay attention.
I grew up around the songs of Southern gospel music. So we sang those songs in my church. I was in a little church quartet, and we sang Champion of Love and Boundless Love and so many other, number
Love
one
songs.
songs.
Right. So y'all sang all love songs at your church. That's awesome.
So we sang all these other kind of popular and number one songs in gospel
Cathedral
music.
songs is what you're saying.
But I didn't know that those songs were made popular by the cathedrals, by the Greens, by these groups, Squire Parsons songs, all these different songs that were so popular in gospel music.
I just knew them as choir songs.
I knew them as choir songs and just our little church quartet songs, but I didn't know where they brought the songs from.
Gotcha.
So all of that to say, yes, I grew up with the music, but I didn't know about all of the artists. The cathedrals had already been retired for about 4 or 5 years before I even got into singing gospel music and in this whole world of all the concerts and going to NQC and all that.
So your first group was?
The very first group I was ever in was my little church quartet called Living Sacrifice.
Oh my.
Yeah, we were actually a quintet. We had 5 singers.
So So Living Sacrifice 5.
Yes, exactly. And then I went from there to Sold Out Quartet, and I was with them from 2004 till 2012 when I left to come to Legacy 5.
And you've been with Legacy ever since.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
And you are enjoying yourself.
I am. It's a thrill. I love it. The guys are so easy to travel with, and love doing the music that they do, and the songs are great, and the people that come to the concerts are just so kind. So,
Now, talk a little bit about your presence on social media, and then we're going to play a little game that's
Oh.
going to be fantastic.
I love games.
Talk,
Games.
talk about Facebook, Twitter, all that. You're very present on social media.
I
Tell
try-
people where
yeah.
they can keep up and
Yeah.
and how you kind of got into that.
Okay, I try to be active on it because we have a lot of stuff to say.
Yes, I got a ton of stuff.
And sometimes at the concerts we don't have enough time to tell everybody
Sure.
and to let them know about things and all of that. So I just decided a long time ago to start being active on social media. So I Twitter account, Facebook, Matthew Fouch Bass Singer on Facebook, at L5 Bass on Twitter. I have a YouTube channel, Matthew Fouch. That's where I put all my interviews, all the videos that I record, and that's just a way for people to keep up and to get to know these
Yeah.
other artists that we do the interviews with.
So I've done an interview with Matt and did an update interview.
Yeah.
You just interviewed Kana's voice.
Yeah.
That's the
Yep.
newest one
That is the newest
that you can catch. Now, who we got coming up? Do you know?
Michael Booth is coming up.
Oh, that's big.
Eric Bennett, Mark Trammell, Randy Bird, and the Irwins.
Wow.
Yeah, I got
So you're
5 of
interviewing
them.
3 baritones and a family group.
Yep, and I've done a whole lot of bass singers in the past, so.
Okay, now I had questions here for this. There they are. All right.
That wasn't a dig at any of you out there.
It absolutely was.
Michael or Eric.
Here's the game. How well do you know your boss?
Scott's here, by the way. He's watching, so I hope I do well.
Hey, come here.
Are you gonna get it?
do your face? The funny.
Oh, the
funny
Percy.
face.
He wants
yeah.
you to do the
Percy.
I hope he knows me pretty well.
I know Percy better than I know Scott. You know what? Let
Okay.
me just say something. It's weird because it's odd. He likes to give people a kiss on the cheek
I do
while we're on
too.
stage sometimes. I don't understand it.
All right.
Anyways,
When is Scott's birthday?
July.
Gonna need a date.
July 9th.
Wow! Nailed
Is that
it.
right?
Hey! Wow, that was a close one. I was getting sweaty. All right, his birthplace.
Oh, Ferguson, Missouri.
Negative. I've got it down from Wikipedia as St. Louis. Yeah, birthplace. St. Louis.
See,
You're
I
one
was-
for one.
It's a suburb.
You
Ferguson
grew
is a
up
suburb.
in Ferguson, but you were technically born in St. Louis.
Right.
See?
Which
I said
Ferguson
birthplace.
is in St. Louis.
Judges say,
Ding, ding, ding!
Hey, 2 for 2.
All right, what college did he attend?
Oakland City University.
Wow! Ding, 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 ding! The first Legacy 5 concert was where?
Okay, so are you talking about the very first time they
Very
ever
first
sang
time
together?
they stepped on stage and sang together.
My understanding is it was NQC of '99.
Very nice. Very nice. Right after the Cathedral reunion. I was there. Back without any editing.
no, we're not back.
And we're back without any editing.
So NQC of '99, the first time Legacy 5 went on stage together.
That's right. What was the first song they sang?
Ooh. Now I've heard him say in concert several times. Different songs was
Good to
the
have you
first
back.
song we sang. Vessel of Mercy.
Wow! Nailed it! That is awesome.
Okay, you're starting to freak me out.
All right, where did Scott and his wife meet?
On a cruise
Amazing.
to Alaska, right?
Stalker!
I'm killing this game so far.
man.
All right. And Scott started singing full time with what group and what year? Oh,
I might not get the sound.
the sound is
Out of
very-
Houston, Texas. And
Like he's introducing
he
them.
started with the cathedrals, he says all the time, in 1990. Now, this is the part that I don't
He's
know.
doing the math.
because he says sometimes that he sang for 28 years. He said he spent 10 years with the Cats, 16 with Legacy 5, so that means he spent approximately 2 years with the Sound. So it's going to be a tough, the months and everything. It was
I
either
understand.
87 or 88.
Pick one.
I'm going to pick 87.
Nailed it!
Did I get it? Okay, now here's the caveat to this. Scott, you get to sit down and answer questions about me.
I don't know anything about you. Ladies and gentlemen, have
Am I
you
done?
enjoyed Matt?
Hey, thank you so much.
Pat on the mat. See you later. And this final segment is going to be brought to you by PB&J Concert Promotions. That's right. We're going to be promoting some of the best gospel music in my area of Oxford, Alabama, and who knows, maybe your area coming up soon. But the very first concert being put on by PB&J is coming to Oxford, Alabama, Meadowbrook Baptist Church. It'll be Mike Lefevre Quartet and the Guardians. We are going to have a great time, and it's going to be a Saturday afternoon concert. That's right, Meadowbrook Baptist Church, Oxford, Alabama, the Guardians and the Mike Lefevre Quartet. It's just going to be $10 at the door, and then a love offering is going to be taken. But more information will be coming soon. This I wanted to save for last because you've probably never seen Bill Shivers just like this, and hopefully we'll never see him like this again. Enjoy Bill Shivers. How well do you know your group? Here, of course, with Bill Shivers from Brian Free and Assurance, and we're going to play How Well Do You Know Your Group? All right. What are the original members' names of Brian Free and Assurance?
Kevin Price, Brian Free, and Mike Lefevre.
Wow. 1 for 1. The group started when?
1992.
3.
Ah! Missed it! Doggone it!
What was the title of the first album?
Brian Free and Assurance.
Nailed it.
Woo! Yeah!
The first bass singer's name?
Bob Caldwell.
Nailed it.
Boom! Pow!
How many recordings has Brian Free and Assurance done?
Pat!
I'm just saying, you need to know these
Okay,
things.
I've been.
That's all.
No more than that.
Feimster could have your back on this one.
15?
No.
I've been on at least that many.
You don't trust a tenor.
I say 24.
Nailed it.
Booyah! Pull that one.
All right. I'm going to name 4 television shows. One of them, Brian
Hee-haw!
Free and Assurance has not been on.
Wait. No.
Hee Haw,
It's not. It's one of them.
Today Show,
Yeah, come on.
Primetime Country, Crook and Chase.
Crook and Chase never been on. Booyah! One more time. What am I gonna win for this?
All right, here's the final question.
Okay, here we go.
God, this is huge.
Hold on. I'm doing good.
This is why you got a Rolex.
No, that's for 10 years.
10 years.
I'm
Okay.
suffering. And pain.
Okay. How many Gaither videos has Brian Free and Assurance been on? This is mind-boggling, or bottling,
Let me see.
where you put your thoughts in a bottle. How many?
No.
Your job depends on it.
I don't know, Pat. Is it? Start with 2.
It does. It starts with 2.
Okay, I got that out of the way. Hold on to that. Is it lower than 5?
Can't give you another hint. You're gonna have to just go for it.
I
You
say-
got this.
24.
Ooh. 27.
I was gonna say 27! I was gonna say it!
This has been PB&J Productions with Bill Shivers. See you later. You did great. You did better than Paul Harkey.
Oh, okay.
And there you have it, the very first webcast for PB&J Productions International. I hope you enjoyed yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly. If you smiled a little, if you chuckled some, it was worth every minute. I just wanted you to see some of the artists maybe in ways that you've never seen them before. Speaking of artists, thank you, Bill Shivers, Scott Fowler, Josh Singletary, Paul Harkey, and of course, Matt Fouch. Couldn't have done it without him. And thank you, Linnell Barker, for all your wonderful camera work. Hope you guys had a great time. Be sure to share it, and we will see you soon. Love you.